It took me a while, like till I got out of high school to actually get serious and stop joking around. It's like I went to adult ed, and even when I got to adult ed, I still wasn't taking it seriously. So it took till like after I went to jail and came out to actually start taking like my education seriously. So my name is Addison, also known as Fitness Zoo. I'm 31 years old and I'm a personal trainer.
Okay, so where are you from and where did you grow up?
I'm from Montreal, grew up in NDG, Elmers to be precise. And yeah.
All right. What high school did you go to and what type of student were you?
So I went to École Saint-Luc in NDG, and man, I was not the best student. I was really caught up in like gangs, drugs. I was not interested in school at all. I was in a French school and I hated speaking French in French school, so it was really, really bad. But I tried to be the best student, but honestly, I really was just not focused and not interested in school. So after I came out of jail, I was like interested in a lot of different things, but nothing that was actually something that I was passionate about. Like I wanted to do welding, I wanted to become a mechanic, but like I said, that was like things that people were telling me they were doing, and I thought that maybe I would be interested in it, but I really wasn't. Like I was really focused on just becoming a personal trainer. I love being at the gym, and like I read some books and they were saying that, you know, if you're good at something, then why not make money from it? So somebody was telling me about YMCA, personal training certification at the YMCA, so I was like, you know what? Why not? He told me how much it cost. It was a bit pricey, but you know, I was like, yo, there's no price on like whatever I'm passionate about, so I went straight for it, and yeah, before you know it, I had my certification. At first it was a bit tough because I was a new trainer. Nobody trusted me, so I had to build trust. I started off with my prices very low. You know, I started at like $20 when trainers were charging like $60, $70 an hour. So I'm like, just so I can get my name out there, I'll get a few people in and charge them low, but not too low, where like, you know, I charge them a reasonable price because I wanted to make more money than minimum wage. As long as I was making more than minimum wage, I was happy, you know? So yeah, I started off low, and as people started to trust me, and thanks to social media as well, especially Instagram, people start to trust me and see that like, yo, this guy's very dedicated and he's motivated. Maybe he can motivate me too to get in the best shape of my life. So that's how I slowly progressed. Like if it wasn't for social media period, I don't think I would have been as successful as I am now. Still got a lot more success to do though, but yeah, I don't think I would have been as successful. Because of the whole COVID, a lot has changed, but before, my typical day would be waking up at 6 a.m. I'd have clients at like 6 a.m. and I'd be working back to back, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, back to back. And then I'd have a little break there, and then I'd probably come back later at night to train clients from like, let's say 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., you know? But ever since COVID, a lot's changed. I'm changing my whole business model, my whole strategy. So I'm training a lot more people online and trying to exchange less time for money, you know? Just try to help people on a mindset level rather than just being there with them and coaching them. To me, I feel like that's the new path I'm gonna take, just online coaching rather than doing that. But yeah, my day usually would be a fully packed day of just helping and motivating people.
On your website, you say that you help your clients master their mind and body. So can you tell us a little bit how you help them practically like master their mind? Do you do research prior to that? How do you do that?
Well, first of all, I ask them what their goals are. How important is it for them to get to their goals? Because for me, you have to let me know right away that you really want this. If you don't really want it, then I don't think I'm the perfect trainer for you, because my goal is not to keep my clients as clients forever. It's to help them on a mindset level and actually school them, get it in their heads that like, yo, being healthy is not important. It's not just about aesthetics. It's about just being strong mentally and being able to be the best version of yourself. So yeah, how I go about actually getting them to master their mind and their body is that I do mindset coaching. I check in on them weekly or bi-weekly, it really depends. And yeah, I have like a questionnaire. Like the thing is with personal training, it's also like a psychological thing too. So I read books on psychology so that I can better help them rewire their brain to adapt to new habits. What I like the most about my job is just like seeing progress. Like seeing progress makes me super, super happy. Like when I'm doing push-ups with one of my clients, and when we first started they couldn't do any, but now they're doing 5, to me it's like, that's, I don't know, it's just, I'm super joyful, super happy, and it makes me feel that like, yo, I'm actually doing a good job and they're actually pushing and giving it their all. One thing I don't like about personal training is that there's a lot of people who there's a lot of sometimes nagging, and I always have to, you know, uplift and keep people up, which is not a bad thing. I love doing it, but at the same time, I don't like when people come in to the gym or to a workout with negative energy. I need you to come in with the most positive energy as possible, because energy is everything, and their energy can affect mine, and if their energy affects mine, then they might not get the best training from me. So to me, it's just super important for my clients to come with the best energy possible. I tell all of my clients, you know, if I have a client that's coming in and the energy is not there, I will pull them aside and tell them like, listen, I noticed that your energy is not there. Maybe we can talk about it. Maybe we can fix it, because you can't keep coming like this, because you won't get the best out of me if you don't come giving me the best of you.
What is it like to be self-employed? And like there's a lot of people who want that life, so can you let us know like how it is, the good and bad sides?
Being self-employed is good because I create my own hours. I decide what I want to do. I work when I want to work. I take a day off when I want to take a day off, and I love it. The hard thing about being self-employed is that there's so much work. There's so much work to do, and so much marketing to do. There's just really a lot of work to do. It's not as easy as everyone thinks. Yeah, it's lovely being self-employed and being able to manage your own schedule, but the work that comes behind it, it's just endless until you actually work your way to having a team that will do it for you. But in the beginning, it's just super tough. I'm just working my way towards getting out of the self-employed life and actually turning this self-employed business into an actual big business. Well, before I used to train my clients at BuzzFit, I was doing it low key. I wasn't really allowed to, but I needed to start somewhere, and I didn't have money yet to like pay rent for gyms. And eventually when my clientele started bringing up, I had too many people coming in and out of BuzzFit. So they're like, yo, this needs to stop. So I'm like, yo, you know what? Let me find a location. So it took a few locations until I found the right one. Right now I'm at a location where I pay monthly rent, and there's no membership involved. So it's perfect for them. And the clients, they pay me, so they pay me directly. I have the contracts and everything, the agreements, the liability forms, and I have the packages. So they choose, not really they choose, like when it comes to like talking to them, I choose the package for them. I choose the package which is best for them. I never really give them the chance to choose, because that's not really part of the, like, that's not the way you pitch. You want to give them, you don't want to give them choices, or they're not going to know what to take. So I choose the plan that's perfect for them, and if they like it and if it's good with their budget, we go from there. And then we train from there, and they have choices between seeing me once a week, twice a week, or 3 times a week, and we sort everything out, talk about their goals, and then bada bing bada boom, we get some results. And the gym that I'm at right now, it's somebody, like, I always got a lot, people wanted me to come and train people at their gyms all the time. So to me, I was like, I had a 2 or 3 gyms message me on Instagram and say like, oh, would you like to come train your clients at our gym? And I was like, no, I'm comfortable where I'm at. But one of these gyms that I messaged that I'm at right now, he's been asking me for a while. He had seen that I do a lot of things with the young teens, young leaders, that's what I call them. And I do a lot of community boot camps. So he's like, yo, I feel like you'd be the perfect fit for like the gym. So I went to go see him, and we spoke, and right away we had an immediate connection. Like the same day, not even the next day I went to the gym, he had already given me the passcode for the gym, the key to the gym, and said like, yo, you're definitely welcome, you know? So I don't know, I built a good connection with the owner, and now I'm just running my business out of there for now. But like I said, because of COVID, I'm transitioning to online.
And can you let us know a little bit about like the leader program for the youth?
So for the young leader program, it's been a bit tough, like I said, because of the whole Corona thing. It's been a bit tough, but I keep in contact with them, and on Instagram, we have an Instagram group, and I take teens from 15, could be even younger, like from even 13, but 15 to 21, and I'm actually probably gonna push it to 24, because I feel like kids still need help, teens still need help around that age. So yeah, what I'm doing with that program is that I'm trying to help them figure out their passion, you know, try to motivate them. I tell them that like I came from the hood. A lot of the teens that I have, they live in the hood, you know. So I feel like just having me like that's been in the hood and been through a lot, like explain to them the whole experience that I've been to can help them find their passion and whatnot. So the Young Leaders program was really made to uplift these teens, because I feel like a lot of teens don't know what they want to do in life. Another thing too is that I created like this year was going to be a big year for the Young Leaders, actually, because I had created a whole program, and every month we take them on activities, and then we talk about topics like business plan, about being grateful, and a whole bunch of other topics. And we take them to activities like go-karts, trampolines, like a whole bunch of things. So that's the goal. That's really the big picture, the big goal with the Young Leaders, is just to guide them on the right path. Fitness Zoo. Okay, first of all, Zoo is actually short for Zulu. And one of these older guys in the hood gave me that name because Shaka Zulu was like the leader of the Zulu nation, the tribe. And he just said that I had leader qualities. Like anything I focused, like I put my mind to, like that was it. Like I was straight at it. And you know, at first when he gave me that name, I'm like, Zulu? I don't really like that name. But I don't know, it just started catching on. People started calling me Zoo, and just Zoo went with everything. So, you know, I was into fitness. I'm like, you know what? I'll put Fitness Zoo. And then before you know it, it started really catching on. At first though, my name, like it was always Fitness Zoo, but my Instagram page was called Smart Coaching 514. And then I met my brother Satiz, who told me that was a horrible name. He did not like my logo. He said, no, like honestly, I think you should just stick to Fitness Zoo. And honestly, I think that was the best decision, the best advice he's ever given me. Like I needed that. And going with Fitness Zoo, it's just catchy, people love it, and yeah, that's how it came about. honestly, I would say get as many certifications as possible. Make sure you know what you're doing. There's a lot of trainers that just say they're trainers, but they don't have their certification. Whatever you could learn the body as much as possible. Learn the importance of having a strong mind, because it's not about physique, not just about being all strong and having a nice physique. It's actually a mental thing as well. So learn a lot about psychology. It's super important. And take all the advice you can. If you know, don't be afraid to ask any questions. You know, if you know other fitness enthusiasts or fitness trainers that, you know, have been in the game for a long time, don't hesitate to ask them questions. And if they don't answer your questions, then fuck them and ask somebody else. You know, like, you know, pardon my language, but, you know, just keep asking. Don't be afraid to ask questions. You know, it's super important, and stay focused. Stay focused on your goal. It's super discouraging, especially at the beginning when you're a trainer. It is super discouraging. You're not gonna find clients right away. You know, just focus on your goal. Make sure you have a true mission and a true path. Because if you're just going out there saying you're a personal trainer, but you don't have a story behind it, then don't expect to get any clients. People buy the why, they don't buy the how, you know, so think about it that way.
Hey guys, merci d'avoir écouté la vidéo au complet. On est déjà rendu à notre 2e saison. Notre branding a changé, donc laissez-nous savoir ce que vous en pensez dans les commentaires. Si vous avez aimé le contenu de la vidéo, n'oubliez pas de like and subscribe à la chaîne pour nous supporter. Stay safe, guys.